Hi, Miss Marion here. Let's go ahead and turn to page 141. We are doing Unit 3, Lesson 13. On page 141 is our I can statement. I can find solutions to x, y to a linear equations given either the x or the y value to start from. That's our goal for today. Go ahead and give yourself a sentence and a numbers. Number 1, I don't remember. 2, I kind of remember it. 3, I remember it, but don't ask me to teach it. And then 4, I do know it, and I can teach it to my friend. Go ahead and give your sentence and a number on page 141. All right, so our goals for today is to calculate the solution of a linear equation given one variable. And we can do it through early, find the solution method. And then we're going to determine whether a point is a solution on an equation of a line using a graph for that line also. So these are our goals that go along with our I can statements. So on page 117, we're going to go ahead and answer the question for each equation. Choose a value for x and then solve to find the corresponding y value that makes the equation true. So put in x and find numbers for y. And so go ahead and pause right now. Go ahead and find those answers and then come back to us. All right, let's go ahead and go over some of the answers we could have gotten. And so for number 1, I'm going to say my x is 7. So let's go ahead and put that in. We're going to say 6 times 7 equals 7y. 6 times 7 is 42. To be able to get y by himself, I'm going to go ahead and divide by 7 on both sides. 42 divided by 7 is 6. So my x is 7, y is 6, and that makes it true. Let's go ahead and do number 2. So I'm going to say that my x is 3. And actually, you know what? I'm going to change colors to make it a little bit easier. So let's erase that. And then let's say x is 3. So we're going to have 5 times 3 plus 3y equals 9. 5 times 3 is 15. So I'm going to take 15 away from both sides because it's kind of in the way, but we have to take it away on both sides. So we're going to have 3y equals 9 minus 15. Well, that's negative 6. And then 3 and y are multiplying, so I can go ahead and divide. So we're going to say y equals negative 2. So my x equals 3, y equals negative 2. And then let's go ahead and let's do number 3. So I'm going to say, I'm going to go ahead and try to get rid of this like fraction. So if I take 1/3 and I multiply it by 3, I know that can make a 1. So I'm going to say x equals 3, because then I'm going to have y plus 5 minus 1 over 3 times 3 equals 7. Again, 1 over 3. Let's try it. 1 over 3 times 3. Oh, that's 1. So we're going to have y plus 5 minus 1 equals 7. 5 minus 1 is 4. So we're going to have y plus 4 equals 7. So what number plus 4 equals 7? So our y is going to be 3. So y equals 3. So these are different numbers that go ahead and we put it into the equation, and it makes both sides to be true. All right, let's go ahead and turn to page 118 to 119. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go through one question, answer it, go with another question, answer it. Okay, so let's look at number 1. Is 4, 0 a solution of the equation for line M? Go ahead and answer it right now and then come back to me. So let's look at 4, 0. So 4, 0 is this point right here. So that is this point. So is 4, 0 on line M. Line M is this line right here. So is this point here on this line? No. So is 4, 0 a solution? No, it is false. Okay? Not on the line. All right, let's look at number 2. Number 2, the coordinates of the point G make both the equation for the line M and the equation for line N true. Go ahead and answer that and then come back. So let's look at the point G. Point G is here. And we are looking at line M and line N, is it going to be true? Is it going to be a solution for both of the lines? That is true. And the reason why is because that point is on both of those lines. It's both on line M and it's also on line N. All right, let's go ahead and do number 3. X equals 0 is a solution of the equation for line N. Go ahead and answer that question and then come back. So this is false. The reason why is for something to be a solution, I need an x, comma, y. Do I have an x, comma, y here? No, I just have x equals 0. Where's my y? Oh, it's not there. So x equals 0 is a line. Remember how we were drawing lines the other day and we had x equals a number and we were drawing lines? So a solution is actually an x, comma, y. We're missing our y, so it is false. It is not a solution. Let's go ahead and look at number 4. Number 4, 2, 0 makes both the equation for line M and the equation for line N true. So go ahead and answer that question and then come back. So 2, 0, that number is here. Is this a solution for line M? So is it on line M? No. Is it on line N? No. So is it a solution for both of those? No, that is false. Not on the lines. Okay. Here are more questions about the same graph. Number 5, there is no solution for the equation for line L that has a y equals 0. Let's go ahead and answer that question and then come back. All right, let's go ahead and answer this question. Is there no solution for the equation for line L that has y equals 0? So technically this answer is false. Because if in the picture that we have right now, it doesn't have a solution. But if we take and extend out the line, we can actually see that there will be a solution. So technically that's, I guess in a way, it's kind of a trick question for today. There is actually a solution. Eventually this line L, will eventually come up here and cross, and then you'll have where the x-axis is. So our y is 0 and then our x is a number. Eventually we'll actually get an answer for that. Let's look at number 6. The coordinates of point H are solutions to the equation for line L. Go ahead and answer that question and then come back. So point H is here. Is this a solution for line L? Line L is here. Is this point on line L? That is true. So this is going to be true. Let's go ahead and look at number 7. There are exactly 2 solutions. Let's see, underline that. 2 solutions of the equation for line L. Go ahead and answer that question and then come back. All right, so there is, this is actually kind of a trick question. So technically the whole entire line is solutions for this equation for the line. So this can be an answer. So we're looking at line L, right? So this can be an answer, and this one can be an answer, and this can be an answer, and this can be an answer, and this can be an answer. So it's kind of like what we did yesterday in one of our activities. We're doing like the combinations of the x and y kind of stuff. All of those are solutions. So is this going to be true? The answer is actually false. There are infinite many answers on that line. So infinite many points on that line. So we're going to have many, many, many solutions for line L. All right, let's look at number 8. There is a point whose coordinates make the equations of all 3 lines true. So all 3 lines true. Go ahead and answer that question and then come back. So the answer to this question is false. Really is there a point that's on all 3 of those lines? So we're looking at line L, we're looking at line M, and and looking at line N. Is there a point that is on all three of those lines? That answer is no. So is there a solution that makes it for all three lines? No. So that is false. So in the last example activity, we were actually going through some stuff, and we were talking about how solutions to equations and solutions to lines. And remember, we always need an X and we need a Y. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into Canvas. And in Canvas, it's called Unit 3, Lesson 13. I'll take an X, please. And what you are given, you're given an equation. You're also given either an X or a Y. And then you're looking for either the X or the Y. So as an example, you can actually, if you go into the activity, so it's found in the modules, it's also found at the homepage. You can go ahead and click on it, go into it. So number 1 says that we need to solve for Y when X equals 10.5. And then we are given an equation 2x minus y equals 14. So what am I asking you to do? We're going to take the x equals 10, put it into the equation that's given to us, and then you are going to go ahead and solve for the y. Because we're given an x, we're looking for the y. You have 6 questions to go ahead and answer. You need 80% or higher to go ahead and move on into the practice problems. So go ahead and do that, and then come back and we'll actually talk about some stuff. So again, our goal for today is to go ahead and find answers to equations and answers to lines. And x comma y that makes the equation true on both sides is actually an answer or a solution. Go ahead and go back to page 141. Will you write in a sentence about this lesson? I can find a solutions, x comma y, to linear equations given either the x or the y value to start from. Go ahead and write a sentence. Give yourself a number, numbers 1 through 4. 1, I'm still confused. 2, I kind of got it. 3, I did get it. And then 4, I can teach it to my friend. This is for lesson 13. Make sure you go ahead and do both the Canvas assignment, right? And then also the practice problems in Canvas. So for tomorrow, we do have a quiz. Tomorrow's quiz goes from lesson 9 all the way to lesson 13. It will actually take in today's lesson. So tomorrow, there is a quiz. Tuesday is our test. Last day to hand everything for the unit is on Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Make sure you get that done. So again, today's practice problems, lesson 13. Tomorrow's quiz, test on Tuesday. Okay? Have a good day. Bye.